What I want to know is, how do you do it?
Yeah, and where do you go to pick up all the oxygen our bodies need? I mean, when you're traveling around in the bloodstream with all the plasma and other stuff, you're all wet. I think of the oxygen in the air as being dry.
Good question. And with Tyler's kind assistance once again, I'll be happy to show you. Take a real deep breath, Tyler. Well, what better place to get oxygen than your lungs, Each time you take a breath, pairs of oxygen atoms called O2 molecules enter your lungs and pass through smaller and smaller tubes, or bronchi, until reaching tiny air sacs called alveoli. These air sacs are covered by thin blood vessels known as capillaries. And it's here that the gas exchange takes place. The oxygen molecules pass easily into the blood vessels and bind or attach to our hemoglobin. Now loaded with this cargo of oxygen, we red cells first travel at a high rate of speed through the heart, the large aorta artery, and other big arteries, just as if we were on a freeway. But then we have to leave the freeway and travel down many narrow side streets, finally passing into even narrower and thinner capillaries. At this point, the capillaries are only 1 cell wide, and we have to squeeze and stretch and even fold ourselves in half to get through. Only when we get deep inside these tiny capillaries running through your muscles and tissues and organs do we finally release our load of oxygen. But that's only half the trip. Truth is, guys, as soon as we release the oxygen, we pick up carbon dioxide. That's the waste material released by the cells. Carbon dioxide is also known as CO2 and consists of 2 atoms of oxygen and 1 atom of carbon. Well, at this point in the journey, because we've released our oxygen and loaded up instead with carbon dioxide, we're not as bright red as we were before. What's more, we make the long return trip back to the lungs through the veins, fighting gravity most of the way. Finally, as we complete the round trip, the carbon dioxide we've carried back is released as you breathe it out through your lungs and mouth.
That is entirely awesome.
Oh, right.
Good job, Tyler. Woohoo! Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
Now, think about this. In the real world, that one complete round trip will take, on average, ready for this? It will take only 30 to 45 seconds. How about that?
Actually, I think it's pretty cool. The next time I'm working up a sweat and my heart's beating really fast, I'll think of you zipping along at top speeds just for me.
Well, thank you very much, buddy. I do try very hard to keep your young muscles supplied with that extra oxygen for high performance. The harder you exercise, the faster I go.